Hello. I'll be just reading again my resume, everything that I wrote here for today's stream, and stream shall start because there's so much stuff. Hi. Hi. Hello, everyone. Now I can talk. How's it going? How's it going? I'm not going to let my camera be this cool. We're getting a little bit darker today. A little bit darker. And a little bit warmer. Ooh, warmer. Ooh. 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 How's everyone doing? Do you guys here want to become a pro artist? Do you guys want to become like a great great artist? I want to know right now. Do you? Do you want to? Is there any ability that you think that you want to be great, like excellent? I like this purple one. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Hello 02, hello Diamond, hello Tenaz Arts, hello Fuji-san, hello Kairis Tiger. I want to be a great artist. Oh, Yeah, Gabs, today is emo day. Today is emo day. Emo. We go. I was sleeping and my dog tried 2 times to sleep in my bed, thinking that I was not noticing him stepping slowly but surely into my bed. And I was like, get the heck out. And I was like, go away. And I was like, no, but I didn't want anything. And he tried again. He knew what he was doing. He is smart. He's just playing dumb, like, oh, I don't know how this happened. The blue and purple, very pretty. Yeah, let's stay this way. Luke says hi. Hi, Lukey. That's why we're here to know how cursed we would be if we became... Oh yeah, that's pretty much today's stream topic. We are going to talk about how cursed how cursed you become to be at the top. Oh, my cat in the back. I love just looking at my cat and my dog passing in the back. I go like, yeah, animal, yippee. Do you guys think there is a point that you feel like it's good enough? That your art's good enough? Do you think there's a point that you can just strive for being there instead of improving? You're a finger artist too? No, I'm not. Let me open here my Photoshop. Shop. Whoosh. Creating here the file on Photoshop to start class and everything. Good. Okay, close this. Okay, close this. And you close you too. And this is when you can recreate anything you want to without feeling limited by lack of skills. Is it? Is it though? Is it? Okay, today's topic is the brutal truth about becoming a great artist, becoming someone great at the ability of looking at something, imagining something, and be able to recreate that in your paper, in a canvas, in your computer, in your tablet. So I just talked right now about tools that you use. And if you're going to use those tools, already to be very pure and honest, direct to the point. You're going to pass more time with those tools than with your real life friends and family. If you truly want to become great at it, not good, I'm talking about greatness. You're going to pass more time with those tools than with your family, friends, or any other person that is significant to you. But is this the only way? No, that's not the only way. No, it's never only one way. It's never only one. I'm talking about the way that it is the fastest lane, as most of you like to call, as most of us like to call the fastest lane. But it's not only about that. When I was starting out, when I was a teenager, let's say 12 years old, 11 years old, I sacrificed a ton of my social life, and I still do that to this very day. And I am certain that not everyone is going to feel fine doing that. Not everyone is going to, oh, yes, everything in the line, I'm going to become the very best artist. I'm going to just give it all. Well, maybe you should not do this if it doesn't mean that much to you. If it means to you that much to get to that level, yeah, you should. If it doesn't, not so much. But you are going to spend a ton of time alone, just you and your thoughts. You're going to feel bored, you're going to feel tired, you're going to feel angry. And it's going to be so much of the time that very same activity, to the point that you see the days passing by and you see, hey, yeah, 1 month passed and I didn't see that month passing because I was just drawing. And what happened if you ask myself, my mind and memories? Drawing. Pretty much drawing. Just that. Only that. This is the first part. You can be around people, you should have a social circle, but it should be focused with people that are also going to the very same goals to you or has the same amount of hunger. It will be very hard for you to keep on growing if the people that you surround yourself, at least the closest, do not have a tiny bit of an artistic vision the same as yours, as close as yours, or better than yours. You need to surround yourself with people that are better than you. Better than you. All the time. And it will depend on how much you can take. You can take maybe being around of everyone being better than you. Great. You're going to, if you don't take that on the emotional side, like, oh no, everyone is better than me, you're going to make improvement much faster. Your habits, your way of seeing stuff is going to change so much. I have been studying a little bit more again about how our social circles affect us, how it affects us. And one of the research was talking about how around 65% of chance of you also getting the body in shape if you're walking around people that only have a body in shape. 65%. Higher chance of that happening just by you walking around those people. Let's try to change that to art. How is that going to change if you just walk around people that are talking about shadows and light and the fundamentals? And instead of talking about some drama in the internet, they're talking about, hey, what if we try this specific technique? What if we try this tool inside of Photoshop or Clip Studio or Krita, Procreate? Whatever the tool it is. What if? Talking more about actions, things to do. This can totally be a game changer. And where is my... Okay, here's the camera. And that can totally be a game changer. But let's not talk only about that. This is one thing, your social life. The people that you surround yourself with maybe can be sabotaging your success. It can be sabotaging your success. I'm serious about that. That's serious. You may enjoy their presence. You may enjoy being around, whatever it is. Maybe it is a group of, I do martial arts. Maybe it's fighting. Maybe it is playing basketball. Maybe, and you should be participating in those groups. But are they taking an extra time on your art journey? Again, I'm talking about greatness. I'm not talking about, oh, I just want to be good. I'm talking about serious greatness. The people that you surround yourself, they're going to impact so much of how you perceive the world And it's not only, oh, because I let them, oh, because, yeah, I was thinking the same as them. That's fine. No, it's going to unconsciously change how you behave, how you act around certain situations, how you perceive them, what you think that it's normal, what you think that it's not normal. Because believe me, sometimes what we perceive as normal because we grew up on that environment may not be that normal. Maybe it's common, but not normal. And maybe for you to achieve that greatness, it may be important to go to that extra mile. It may be your friends telling you, hey, you only work, hey, you only study for fun, you like to study. Maybe they will not understand. They will not understand that. That's completely fine. Try to surround yourself with people that are like-minded as you. Let me take here my notes. I want to talk about a few situations that you are going to pass. Like, this is 100% certain if you're searching for greatness in becoming an artist. 100%. Like, it's not like I'm never going to pass through that. You are going to. Number 1, crippling self-doubt and imposter syndrome. There's going to be a point that you're going to start creating great stuff, good stuff, and you're going to feel like, yeah. But once in a while, a new job or a new fan art is going to appear, and you will be feeling like, shit. You will be feeling like it's not that you're not able to do that. And you may even look at your past artwork, maybe 1 month old, maybe 1 week old, and ask yourself, how was I was able to do this? And this is going to happen. This is going to happen a lot. And the thing is, it's an ability for you to keep on harvesting, keep on crafting, keep on improving, keep on searching for the very best version of yourself. It's a never-ending journey. You're never going to be satisfied with your artwork. Maybe, no, maybe, yes. It depends entirely on your perception of reality. I could go and tell you, yeah, I'm 100% satisfied with my drawings. But at the same time, I could also go and focus at the other side and say, I could make this specific stroke better. I could make this specific light better. Well, you decide on what to focus. And once you're improving more and more and more, Dunning-Krueger effect, amazing Dunning-Krueger effect, which is the more you know, the more you think you don't know, and it will be slow for you to get that confidence again, very slow. Very slow. While you are going to get that confidence up again, the chances of you self-sabotaging yourself in the middle of the process, it's going to happen so many times. There is an artist, I just reminded myself right now. I used to follow that artist which used to make artworks incredible. Like incredible artworks. She was so young. At the time, she was like 16, I believe. She was so young and she was drawing those K-pop fan arts in a very Korean art style. Manhwa, I believe that's the pronunciation. The art was incredible. You could say it was a pro. But because of mental instability, one day she deleted all of her accounts because she felt like her art was never enough. And I never forgot that. Up to this day, I never forgot that because her art was incredible. She had a ton of followers. She was doing great. Her art was incredible. And she just deleted all of that because she was not able to take it, the pressure. And that pressure, I need to say it, it's mainly us causing that pressure. It's mainly us. And if you want to be a great artist, you are going to expose yourself a lot to social media. Only if you have a really reliable source of income without social media, I can say, yeah, that's not for you. Social media, you don't need that. But if you don't, if you're like most people, like me, you need to make income. Well, social media is going to be with you. And guess what? You gotta become a master of it. Or it's going to become your master. And you do not want social media to become your master, because once it's your master, your happiness, your sadness All of that become commodities. All of that become, yeah, I'm happy today because I drew well and I received more likes. Or no, I'm not happy enough because I didn't receive enough likes. Or people are not telling me that I'm good enough. People are not telling me how good I am. You don't want to be a slave to social media. You want to be free in your own life and just go and follow whatever you want to follow. Follow your dreams. And to pass through that, it's about mastering the game of social media. And to master the game of social media, guess what? You gotta read the rules. It's important for you to read the rules. It's simple, as I say right now, but how many people you know there are literally studying the algorithm, literally studying what are the best practices to get more reach, get more engagement, get more conversions, which one you get more people interacting with you, and truly measuring. Measuring is so important, like absolutely important. I don't see many artists measuring their improvement, measuring how much they are training, what are their weak points, which are their strong points. All of that influence how you're going to improve, how much you're going to improve. As example, if you have you want to enter into a weight loss journey, or you want to enter into a journey of gaining muscle, and you have a weight scale. Let's just say you're not that good at trying to follow diets or workouts, but you're going to try to work out, and you're going to measure that you're working out. And in the case of losing weight, you're going to have a weight scale, and you just measure yourself every single day. Just create that habit of measuring yourself every single day. This is a research that I saw, by the way. The people that were weighing themselves and wanted to lose weight, of course, just waiting. They were not doing any kind of diet, any kind of crazy workout, none of it. Just by the habit of waiting, measure, in other words, they were able to lose weight. They were just measuring because they were keeping their minds. Oh, okay, that's my goal. Oh, okay, that's my goal. Oh, okay, that's my goal. So keep a way to measure your art process, your art progress, because the more you are measuring it, the better the chances of you becoming great at it. I was not in my journey like, yeah, just draw. I thought this was not measuring, but it is. I was constantly looking at my past artwork and seeing, hey, did I do this better? I think I can do this better. Oh, and this other thing, okay, this one, let's make it better. Oh, this past one was looking better. Oh, this one is not as good. Let's try to change it. Let's try to make it in a way that is much easier, faster, and incredible to look at. Measuring is absolutely important. Absolutely, absolutely. I could say this is one of the main things that I would like you to take from this stream. Measure what are your weak points. Which are your weak points? Are you working towards that? Follow a protocol. By the way, I have skinned the game. I have this protocol right here for the business stuff that I'm doing. And every single day of the week, measuring metrics, studying more copywriting and applying copywriting, and then I'm working more in the funnel, and then I'm working more into the marketing. I'm reading, by the way. And then I have a full social media part to content calendar strategy, measure performance of posts, train my team for script, thumbnail, editing. This is literally writing down, and I'm following this every single day. This is the protocol. I gotta follow it. And you cannot take yourself as, oh no, this week it was bad. Oh no, this time, no. You are following a protocol, you're following it. It's about doing it again. And if it didn't work, after a long time trying and measuring, you change the protocol. Talking of terms into art, you're going to create a study plan about light, shadows, fundamentals. In my case, I never had a plan that was focused only into that. I was always doing that inside of commissions. Money was extremely scarce when I was starting out. So what I did was pretty much just, hey, while I'm doing commissions, I need to It's not even I'm going to improve. No, I need to make this better than any other artwork that I was doing. It's not a matter if, oh, can I? No, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. There's bills to pay. I gotta do this. There's no other solution to this problem. So creating a protocol, creating a way that you are following it again and again while you're studying, doing commissions in my case. Oh, okay, this artwork, I'm going to improve a lot the ambient light. This other one, I'm going to improve a lot perspective. This other one, I'm going to improve this specific point, this other specific point. And measuring, comparing past artwork, new artwork, past artwork, new artwork. What are your goals for the year? Do you have goals for the year? That's the time to start doing goals. To become a very good artist, you gotta have goals. It's not just, yeah, I would just go and draw what my heart's feeling like, because I love drawing. Dude, you're competing with people that need to pay their bills. You're competing with people that are in the emergency mentality. You need to get yourself into that very same mentality. You're competing with people that are drawing because they're obsessed with that. You're competing with people that they don't care if their hand is in pain. They are going to draw the very same way. They don't care if they don't feel like drawing. They are going to draw the very same way. That's your competition. That's the whole social media, internet, every place that you go. And this is getting a little bit more into commission area. To be great inside of commission area, you gotta remind yourself of all of those things. You're competing with someone that doesn't really care if they're in pain, if they already work it for 10 hours, 12 hours that day, 14 hours. They are going to make it because they need to make it. For them, it's a matter of breathing air. Not a matter of, it's fun. Again, I'm talking about greatness. So you will not see myself talking so much about having fun right now. This stream, you're not going to find me talking about enjoying the moment and just taking it light and just going like, yeah, that's good. Because we are talking about greatness, not good. We're talking about serious greatness. And talking about greatness, I have opened this up about obsession. Obsession is something nice. Obsession is not necessarily bad. Obsession made me be here to be able to talk with you guys. Made you, if you're obsessive into drawing, the chances of you never stopping is truly high. And persistence is one thing that cannot be taken. No one can take that from you. I was listening to a podcast, and in the podcast, there was a doctor. He was from Iran, I think that's the name of the country. And when happened the revolution in that country, they took everything from him. He was telling his story. They took everything from him. And he said that one thing that was not able to be taken from him was his knowledge. The only thing it was not able to be taken from him was his knowledge, his way of living and thriving and be able to grow. He moved countries. He lives right now in the US. But I love listening to this podcast because if you have the knowledge, if you understand what is the fastest way for you to become great, for you to become a great artist, you can repeat that again and again. No matter if you get a strong tendinitis, no matter if you got some eye strain problem, no matter if surprise, back problem. You all gonna get that at some point, even if very gentle and very slightly happening in your life. Not that strong. It's going to happen when you're searching for greatness, because greatness is just constantly right there. You have your limit. You have your limit. This is your limit. This bar right here is your limit. And you're going to be right here, so close to it. And you're going to pass it from time to time because you did not know that was your limit. Or you thought that like, no, let me just try a little bit more. You're going to pass your limit. And from time to time, by passing your limit, you're going to increase it. You're going to increase it again and again. And that's what we want. You increasing your limit again and again. Again and again and again. That's pretty much what all Olymp athletes do. They're increasing their limits again and again and again. And getting into back the information that I talk back, you gotta have a great base of people around you to be able to support you all the time, crossing your limit. Because I'm just talking about this line. Let's zoom in on what is happening on this line. Remember, I was talking a few minutes ago about crippling self-doubt and imposter syndrome. That's what is going to happen at that point. Burnout is going to happen at that point. Rejection is going to happen a lot at that point. A lot. Expect rejection. Expect people ghosting you. Like you want to get a commission, and you go and send message to someone that was searching for a commission. You are going to get ghosted. You are going, maybe the person even paid you, and then they just ghost. They just vanish. That is going to happen. That's crazy. That's even funny. That is going to happen. But the mental battle is going to be much stronger than the physical battle. And to make it easier, it's always about you improving your ambient. You embracing the suck. Okay, it's going to be long hours, 5 hours today, or more or less. I do not know what is your routine right now of drawing. Just sitting your glutes, your glutes, and drawing again and again. And to make this process a little bit more easygoing, I can tell you that the best thing that you can do is learn. Maybe you're going to learn with a podcast, a class, whatever it is, go and learn. Never, ever stop learning. I'm not joking. There's not a single day that I'm not studying. I made an agreement with Mel, and if there's one single day that I don't study, I need to pay her more than 1,000 reais. If there's one single day that I'm not studying, one single day, just one simple mistake, I need to do that. And that has already happened. I'm that level serious to my commitment on improving and growing. Microphone. And growing and becoming someone better and trying this new technique, not only on drawing, by the way, not only on drawing. Let's go back to the list. If we're going to talk about commissions, if we are going to enter a little bit more into commissions, underpaid work will get into your heart. In the start, you are going to get underpaid. You're going to get so much underpaid. You're going to work long hours for a value that is not what you're expecting. And that's pretty much the start of the career of any artist, pretty much. Because you don't know your value, you don't have the confidence, you don't know how many hours it's going to take. So in the start, it can be very frustrating. You walking in an uphill battle. Because it's pretty much an uphill battle. It's a full mountain that you're going to climb. It's a hiking class. Becoming great at drawing is a hiking class, followed by another hiking class. And then we have a snowstorm. Woo, snowstorm. And after that snowstorm, guess what? Your phone does not have a signal anymore. So you're lost and alone. And after being lost and alone, you're going to feel a little bit more of the greatness of nature. That's right. Not only the cold, but you will feel tired, you will feel angry, and you may feel so much stuff. Oh, wow. When you're starting out, the chances of you needing to grind for long hours is pretty high. At the start of the journey, you will need to be grinding for long hours. You will need to be drawing for a ton of stuff. Maybe for you, it's not worth it. Maybe for you, you prefer to hang out with friends. You prefer to hang out with family. And that does make sense. But the chances of you achieving that greatness will be smaller. I'm talking about math, statistic, probability. We need social, we do need social, but the chances of that happening as fast is smaller. The chances of you getting lost in the path is higher. But if you have a social circle around you that is focused again into drawing, into achieving greater things, surprise, you got this. These people are going to push you even more forward. Creative block. I personally believe that creative block is going to walk with you by side, holding your hand, and it's going to sleep with you, look at you in the eyes before you go to sleep and say, good night, I see you tomorrow. You need to be so used to creative block that you don't even feel creative block anymore. You're going to be so used at waking up saying, hey, hi, creative block, or hi, tiredness, hi, not feeling like doing that. And yeah, let's do it, even not feeling like doing it. Because it's about you with yourself. No one is going to tell you, hey, you should be doing that, buddy. Hey, you should be there and doing your best. Yippee. Maybe us streamers can do that to help you. We do our best to help you. But in that moment, when you're alone, drawing, the motivation will be pretty much embrace the suck and go for it. There's not much going on. And maybe you can try to, through your playlist, try to change the songs again and again and again, trying to find that song that hits you the most, that you feel like, yeah, that's the song that is going to give me the motivation for me to sing while drawing and complete this artwork. Yeah, so about that. If you need a dopamine spike, okay, but for the amount of hours that is going to be, maybe not always you can rely on that dopamine spike. Dopamine will only take you so far. It's important to start stuff. It's absolutely important. But many times it's going to be you only live once, David Goggins, go and do your best. You're alone. Now that's the time you're seeing how you do stuff. How you do stuff. That's crazy. I deeply believe many artists are afraid of being alone. And I'm not talking about being alone. Like, yeah, there's no one around me. I'm talking about being alone. You're not checking your social media. It's just you and the canvas. Just you and the canvas. For 6 hours, just you and the canvas. You're not going to do a pause in the middle to go reply to some messages on WhatsApp or Telegram, whatever it is that you enjoy using. I'm talking about full hours. Just focus into that. Maybe you can go and walk around the house, but you're not really talking. You're there. Focus it. That's your moment. Your monk mode to just go and create a craft that you can totally be into the flow moment to improve. Most of my life has been passed in the flow state. If someone asks me, oh, how was that month? Drawing in the flow state. I was completely present in the moment. Don't remember anything else. It was just flow, passed so fast. And that's an ability that you need to train. And the chances of you feeling so damn frustrated on training this. People don't understand how I have a hate and love relationship with social media. Love, because I can work. Hate. Health. It can self-sabotage yourself. Oh, talking about sabotaging. You feel like shit. You deeply feel like shit checking social media after you did a fantastic drawing and seeing 10 people posting a drawing from a new series or game, and they did that in like 2 hours, and you feel like, oh wow, they're already doing that, but I need to work on this project, but I need to do this other thing. Or that you feel like, cannot participate, or I will not be able to draw this as fast. You gotta set up your skin, your mental, your brain to be as thick as a crocodile, as an alligator skin. Do you know how thick is an alligator skin? Let me just search it up. I was seeing a documentary about alligators. How thick alligator skin. Bro, it's so thick. It's so thick. Between 0.8 and 2 millimeters. That's thick. Bro, that's legit thick. You gotta create that skin to not care at all about not only, oh, this artist is doing that, I should go to this trend, I should go to this other thing, but also not care about the drama in the internet. Letting yourself all the time get down about it, all the time get pissed off about it, is one step more far away from your goal. I have a principle. I truly don't talk about this. Okay. I have a principle that I do not want any drama at all. Any. I mean that. And by removing that, I noticed that I gain more mental peace. I have lower cortisol, the hormone responsible for stress. I am able to focus more into drawing. It's about you not participating so much on group activities that may cause you damage. Maybe you want to know everything that is going on, but believe me, if it was so important, someone very close to you will come to you and tell you, hey, COVID's happening, that's happening. Maybe you do not want that approach, and that's completely fine. That's completely fine. You do you, you be free. I'm talking about what worked in my art journey. I don't know how many years I have been drawing, but for sure more than 1.5 decades. Soon 2 decades. Oh wow, soon 2 decades. So yeah, please, toxic online environments and fandom drama. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's just going to take your attention from greatness. You gotta make choices. It's about making choices. There's a phrase that I enjoy so much. I do not remember who said this, but the phrase is, do not be proud of the talents you were born with. Be proud of the choices that you make. Be extremely proud of your choices. Instead of being proud of, I don't know, you were born with a genetic to gain muscle ultra fast or to be able to run in the perfect cadence and whatever it is. Be proud of the choices that you did, of going and drawing when you didn't feel like it, but you knew you gotta do it, or you already had a very, a bomb of a day, and you still went there and practiced. You still went there and did it again, or try a new knowledge, try to study a different technique. This is what counts, and this is going to be a very solitary process. You can want to do a group project and go and draw with other people. But even if you're drawing with other people, I used to do that when I was around, 19. When I was around 18, 19 years old, I was doing that of group calls to draw. And at the end, everyone would go silent because they were too focused. If you're truly focused in that deep focus, you're going to be silent. You're not able to talk that much. You can train the ability to be talking, but it will never be a full flow state. And in the flow state is when you learn the most, is when you improve the most. And that's crazy. That's crazy. You gotta be in the flow state. Plateau. You're going to have so many moments of being stagnated. And just because you're stagnated, it does not mean that you stop making progress. Maybe you're stagnated because for some reason you cannot sleep as much. Maybe you have children to take care of. Maybe you have siblings to take care of, family to take care of. In that case, you have less amount of sleep, and less amount of sleep, you don't have as much mental capacity to absorb, memorize the new knowledge that you just got. And in that case, you gotta understand and truly think, okay, this is going to pass once I fix this. It's important that once I fix this, because if you do not fix that, do not be surprised if it's not improving. Do not be surprised. Do not. Oh, and if any of you that is listening to this right now is wanting to become a great artist, but like great art commission, you want to work with that, be prepared for hardcore financial stability at the start. Because you're going to go like, I got a commission. Where the money went? I got a commission. Those 2 moments are going to happen a lot at the start. Why? Because you learn to draw, not to manage finances. That's another skill that is so important to have with it. But I could be talking about so many skills that you gotta develop. I swear right now, like only 1/3 of my time is drawing. Most of my time is on marketing and business stuff and trying to break down all of that. Legit, most of my time is on that. And if I was not doing most of my time on that, I would not be here. I would not even be streaming. I would not be even streaming. I would not be able to stream. It's so much stuff to manage. But you grade your artwork to a great ability every single day. Every single day. I believe it's rare the days that I was not drawing. Absolutely rare. Even if I was sick, even if, I don't know, private life problems or family problems, I was like, yeah, that's sad. Okay, I'm gonna draw. I'm telling this in a very light way, but it was not that light. I'm doing the happy version of it. We did not talk about you wanting to become someone great at art and not your family taking you seriously. Think you're just a child that has a body of an adult and still doesn't understand what it is to grow up. They think that. Or not only that, maybe, just maybe, people around you don't take you seriously. People around you, they say, yeah, but AI does better. The amount of messages that I've been receiving about it. AI does better, or whatever, your uncle does better, your friend does better, whatever it is. Have I told you about not taking seriously other people? Because they do not know what you're going through. They do not know your journey. People do not know anything about you. Even if they are around you, they do not know anything about you. Even if, as example, me, I'm recording this video. But what is going on when I turn off the cameras? No one knows about it. What is going on? What is going on? But it's serious. It's going to be a lot of the time you crafting, improving your craft. And it's going to be the same and the same and the same again and again. And you gotta be studying. What is something about it? I have already talked about it, but since the stream is focused in this topic, I already had moments that I was crazy in burnout. I gotta give context. In a burnout, the strongest burnout that I had, I was crazy, breaking everything, screaming. I legit went crazy. It's been like 3 years since that. I legit went crazy. And I was like screaming to myself, I'm never going to draw again. I hate that. I hate every single second of that. I don't want to be doing this. And that can happen if you're not taking care of your health. If you want to become great at something, great at art, you gotta take care of your health. For me, it's such a cheap price to pay on eating absurdly clean, sleeping as much as I can. Even if it's in the afternoon, I'm going to sleep as much as I can. And meditating, doing all of those stuff that is research-based to help your body and mind and health. I'm going to do that no matter what. I don't care if I'm not going to eat that fast food anymore. I don't care if I'm not going to spend 4 days without workout or 3 days without workout. I'm fine. I prefer to maintain my health well, to never ever have that type of crazy moment again in my life, in my whole life. You're going to have those moments where you go crazy. And the chances of you having those, because you probably do not want to do all of the right stuff, schedule, routines, it's pretty high. It's pretty high. So what I can tell you, if you go through those crazy moments, have a base of support, meditation, psychologist, psychiatrist, nutritionist. Nutrition is so important. People don't understand how important a nutritionist is. You gotta have that base. Nutrition is so damn important. Oh, I cannot give emphasis enough of how important it is to have a nutritionist. It's someone that is going to give based on what your body needs. It's not even focused on gaining muscle or losing body fat, whatever it is. Just to know what your body needs and give that to you. Because your body have necessities. And everyone is different. Maybe you need a ton of B12. Maybe you need a ton of vitamin D. Maybe you need a ton of vitamin C. And that's going to change how much you improve your art. I love talking about it. Let me read here. I believe most of you here do not believe in natural talent inside of art, because I hope so. I used to draw stickman. I used to draw the good old stickman. And I believe many here also used to draw good old stickman or whatever those drawings we used to did as child. And it was a little house with a happy son and family or a dog or whatever it was. If you are able to put effort, but not effort alone, effort with strategy, you are going to get to wonders that you never thought it was possible. You gotta create a strategy for you to start drawing better and better and better. Just going there and persistence, full David Goggins mode. Yeah, I gotta do it today and tomorrow and tomorrow. It's going to get you. But if you add at the top of it a strategy, you are going to get even more. I do not believe you can go just by the, yeah, it's fun. I love drawing. I love this character. Yeah, just that. Without strategy, you gotta have a strategy on how to improve, on which people you should be asking for help. What is going to be your habits of drawing, when you feel the best at drawing, when you feel the worst, so you can use that to measure. All of that's about strategy. I love strategy. I love so much strategy. You gotta have strategy. You gotta have a plan. You don't need to be the smartest artist in the room. You don't need to be smart at all. You just gotta be someone that is like, hey, what if I do this? This is going to make all of my work easier. This is going to make my art evolution much easier. That's what we want. That's what we want. Okay, let's talk about confidence. If the whole world around you believe in you, but you don't believe in you, you're already screwed. You gotta believe in you. Because you're the only one inside of your 2 ears. And if you're the only one inside of your 2 ears, you're the only one hearing all of the good and the shit your mind tells you. And if your mind's constantly telling you, you're gonna fail, you're bad, maybe you should just stop, go and play video games. Maybe that's not really for you. Maybe try other stuff. Maybe try whatever it is that you wanted before, another thing. Forget that. That's not your thing. That's fine. Or another way to self-sabotage you, which is much more soft and gentle, but is still getting to you, which is, hey, let's just try to draw tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'll feel more rested. Tomorrow I'll feel better. Yeah, let's do that tomorrow. Yeah, let's just do that. That's such a soft way for your brain to sabotage. That's such a soft and nice way to say, yeah, you're gonna do that. No, you're good enough. Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's such a nice way to sabotage. That's such a fantastic way to sabotage. So what I do need you to do is to have confidence that you're doing it right, that you're doing improvement, and to have that, you need statistic information by measuring. And if you have statistic information by measuring, you are able to keep on doing progress, because you see, oh, this is going up, this is improving. Oh, okay, this is not. Okay, this is improving. Okay. This is working. This is not working. This is working. This is not working. But when you are always at your limit, your stress level is going to go high. And when your stress levels go high, your whole body will do anything to just make you stop. And when I say anything, your body will do anything. You cannot believe that voice. That voice is lying to you. Our minds lie to us, and we'll keep on lying and lying and lying just to get what it wants. Our body is programmed for survival, not for greatness. Your body is not programmed for greatness. My body is not programmed for greatness. My body is deeply rooted into pure survival. My body wants to have food and rest and have food. And if I'm having food right now, if I'm resting right now, well, the rest is the rest. Some artists work the best by having a panic moment, like, oh no, this is going bad. And then they go and work, do a lot of improvement, do a lot of stuff. And that's it. And then they stagnate again because they're comfortable. This is the first type of artist. And there's the second type of artist, which I recommend all of you to focus on becoming. I focus on this one a lot, which is you may be comfortable, maybe not, but you're like, okay, I would do that. I would do that. The most important thing is the actions that you're taking. It's about you taking that action again and again, because confidence comes with action. Confidence will never come with you watching a TikTok video talking about how to get more confident. It will not. Maybe you will see that technique, maybe you go like, oh, okay, yeah, and you will forget it later, and you will not apply that as much as you should be applying. Not as much as you should. It's about taking action and action and action. Making something grow is about being fast and taking action, action, and action. Did I repeat it enough? No, action and action and action. Do you see how many times I'm repeating? This is not even like 1% of how much action you gotta be taking. Action and action and action. You gotta be constantly taking action. All the time. Take action. Rest. Actively rest. Or rest completely, not with a smartphone or a TV or whatever it is. Rest completely, do nothing, let your brain wander. People forget that so much. So much. Closing the topic of talent, yeah, you can have someone that's crazy that has that photograph memory, but if you're not practicing, putting the effort, creating the strategy, this is not going that far. And of course, taking care of your body. Using as a case for us to talk about streamers. No, live streamers. Streamers as example. How many influencers do you know or you have known that they stop it completely, or they are taking things much slower because their life could not take that amount of pressure? Their health could not take that amount of pressure. It's about you having that balance of, if I'm adding pressure here, I gotta add health at the other side. And if you don't add health at the other side, because they're like, I don't want to, you're going to have high self-sabotage moments. Self-sabotage. Have you ever thought this way? Self-sabotage, maybe it's not only to stop you from getting to greatness, but it's also a way to stop you from doing something dumb with your own body, from doing something bad with your own body. Maybe it's your body telling you, bro, just freaking stop. I deeply need to rest. Deeply, like, not, oh, I need to rest. It's urgency mode. I need to rest. You're crazy right now. Stop it. I remember a phrase from a doctor that it is, this is why you've got burned. Not for me, by the way. Not for me. The phrase was not told to me. This is why you've got burnout. Because you are so obsessed, because you love this so much, because you're so passionate about it. That's why you got burnout. People that get burnout, the hormonal level one, they don't notice it because they are like, do. And it's that constant balance between, okay, I gotta know how far am I going my limit? I gotta keep on going out in my limit, but I gotta also have a nice routine for rest, for recovery. Pretty much what athletes do. You break your bones and then you go and have a deep rest, but you break your bones and go into deep rest. Work like you need to breathe, like you can only breathe if you work, and rest as if you are already, you have done everything. Rest like a baby. Sleep. Okay, why is it so important to go there and do that again and again and again? Because you're creating what your motor conditioning, your whole arm, your hand, your brain to remember those movements, and your body is going to become excellent at doing those movements. Why someone has an art style? Because this is exactly the path that your brain has done again and again and again and again. And why there are some people like me that do not have an art style? Because they have been doing random stuff again and again and again and again and again. But pretty much, if you want to develop an art style, it's about you carving piece by piece inside of your mind, and you're creating that piece by piece. Discipline is great. Focus is great. Strategy is great. Being careful with who is around you, great for becoming a great artist. Whenever I see the story of success of someone that I admire, I love just searching up everything about them, how it was their family, how it was the people around them. And you get no surprise at all. You're like, oh, okay, that does make sense. Oh, okay, that does make sense. As an example, Mr. Beast, one podcast, he won many. He talks about when he was still growing up, teenager. He was in a group with a few other guys, around 4, if I believe so. And they were all talking about analyzing videos and trying to find out, testing in and testing out what was working and what was not working. Guess what? Everyone in this group has a huge YouTube channel right now. Everyone. They were constantly focused purely into the craft, purely into the craft, and more into the craft. And you gotta choose how much far into this you wanna go. Because I'm talking today about greatness. I choose the word greatness on purpose because it's not excellence. You may notice that I'm talking about greatness, not excellence. Excellence is the crazy top. And if we go to the crazy top, now you're gonna see some routines that are much more extreme. And if you believe any that I said today is extreme, as example, the health part or the people you surround yourself with, bro, search up the routine of the people that are even more at the top, the excellent one. It's even more extreme. It's even more extreme. It's all about where you want to get. It's all about where you want to get. Your mind will constantly doubt you. Your progress will not be linear. You will be sucking at drawing for many months or even years. This did happen to me. But you gotta understand that it's about keep on going. There's a book that I want to read. I saw a resume of that book. Infinite Games and Finite Games. Let me see here. Yeah. The book by James Cars, Finite and Infinite Games. And this book talks about the winners. The winners, they don't play finite games, they play infinite games. And what is the difference? When you are playing infinite games, you're not playing just to win one specific thing and you stop. You're playing forever. You want to do that to the day you die. Also, by the way, remember you're competing with people that are playing that infinite game. They are competing that infinite game. If you are comparing yourself with people on social media, of course. And if you want to be great. And if you're playing a finite game, something that is going to have a line of stop, well, I'm just going to get to this point and that's it. The chances of you not having the drive, the purpose to do that's pretty high. There's the book. Oh, I love this book. Jacob Petrie, The Obvious Stuff That We Ignore. That's not the name, Obvious Stuff. It's not stuff that he says in the title. I'm translating. It's a Brazilian book. The Obvious Stuff That We Ignore. And he was talking about, give an example. One case was a psychology study with people that, because they wanted, they give the consent to go inside of a prison simulator, real life simulator, and they needed to stay there for 10 days. And the people inside of that prison that needed to be the prisoners, the study needed to be stopped before the 10 days. Because it got out of hand. People are getting serious panic attacks, serious PTSD. It got truly extreme. And the guards, which were also people just acting as guards, but that got crazy. That stuff really got crazy. They start becoming truly aggressive and oppressive to the prisoners, which were also just people that were just trying to simulate that situation. Well, months after and even years after, the people that were being the prisoners, they still got trauma about it. They still got crazy, horrible, And the example used in the book to be a counterpoint to this was, I do not remember the name, the specific case of a man that survived the Holocaust. I think that's how you pronounce it. And every single day for him, the dude that was passing through that thing in the war, for him it was already a win, no matter if he was tortured, no matter if... We're not going to get deep into that, of course, but no matter if bad stuff was happening, he was already counting as a win just by surviving the day. And what the author of the book was talking about is about having a purpose, an objective, because if you're participating in something that is going to be extreme and you don't have a clear goal, the chances of this messing you up so much and you not being able to handle that, it's truly high. And it's just absolutely incredible what the one that survived it, the Holocaust, his mentality was like, if I'm alive, I don't care if they broke my bones or whatever, I'm alive. That's the best win of my whole life, he was saying in the book. That's crazy. That's crazy. Mentality is everything. So for you to be able to handle the extreme that I'm talking about in this stream, you gotta have a clear purpose. You gotta have a clear goal in mind. You can have obsession, but if you don't have a clear goal in mind, the chances of you giving up and not playing the infinite game is pretty high. To play an infinite game, you gotta choose what is that goal, what is that purpose. It's not something crazy like, oh, what is my purpose? Is to save the world and help people. No, I'm talking about, seriously, it can be anything. Like you want to just have a nice time with your family and friends, a specific day, and it's Christmas, and every single Christmas you want that to be a specific day that all of you reunite and are truly happy and there is no work. That can be it. Or you want to, let's say, just have fun. But it gotta be an intense desire for fun. A truly intense desire for fun. Deeply intense. But tends to be around helping other people, helping yourself, your family, your friends, whoever it is. Tends to be around that, because when there is another person involved, we tend to move even more. Because like, oh wait, this person's involved. Wait, I gotta do it because this person's involved. I use this as motivation a lot. Like for everything that I have been doing since my 20 years old. 20 years, needed to pay all the bills, put food on the table for me and my sister. My motivation was my sister for such a long time. For such a long time. And it still is. I think like, bro, I gotta be better. To who? To family, of course. I gotta be better. To who? To them. This is my case, of course. Maybe in the future is going to be like, oh, I want to help even more artists. I am having that sparkle. Who knows? And about you. What is that sparkle to you? Maybe it's a very small sparkle, but remember that the one that has the responsibility to keep that sparkle, that flame alive, it's you. It's not going to maintain alive if you do nothing. You gotta be constantly reminding yourself about it and adding that. Adding and adding and adding. Adding more and more and more. More. Oh wow, my camera died. No! My camera died! My camera! No! No! I was talking alone. I didn't check the battery. I got so excited. Damn. Oh, it's in the feed, right? Well, that's it. That's it. Oh, okay, the camera's back. Okay, good. So, okay, good. It's back. Okay, that's the reflection I'd like to leave with you guys today. Thank you very much. I didn't check it. I got so excited. I was just talking and checking. Camera died. Flashing lights. Wow. I believe that's it for today. I hope this helped. If this makes sense to you, if this does make sense to you, I believe the path to achieving something great is going to take sacrifices. I do not believe you can just go like, yeah, happy accident, bro. Woo! I don't believe on that. At least for me. Thank you very much, everyone that watched the stream, Watch the stream. See you in the next one. Fuji-san, I'm going to record Paintover's feedback right now. I'm going to record Paintover's feedback. Bye-bye, everyone. And if you enjoy this type of content, you can have even more. Link in the description to my full art course, All In, which I put everything that I know and developed in all those years drawing, painting. And you can get all of my techniques, all of the mentality part to health, all of those aspects. Thank you a lot for all. You are doing an amazing job. Keep on growing, keep on improving. Follow your dreams, bro, cause that's it. Follow your dreams. We gotta follow our dreams. Do it, do it. But be ruthless with it. That's the fun of it. Be ruthless. Have a lot of fun and be ruthless. Woo!